Hi, we're here with Harley, who is the PR for Pirelli, and so Pirelli is the main supplier of the tyres for the British Superbikes?
Yeah, Pirelli's the sole tyre supplier for World Superbikes and British Superbikes, and that's why they come here with this huge array of trucks and the tyres ranging from slicks through to intermediates and full range tyres.
Okay. And do they? How many tyres do they get to choose from for the day? Is there a limit?
Yeah, during the qualifying sessions, the riders get a choice of 9 rear tyres and 7 front tyres, and they use that through the free practices and then the free stage qualifying session.
So throughout the whole weekend, then that's what they get.
They get 16 all the way up to the end of qualifying, and then obviously the race tyres, and hopefully by then they'll know what they want to run during the course of the weekend.
Do they generally go through them all?
They generally do, yeah. There's a little bit of brinksmanship when you're actually doing the qualifying of trying to hold a tyre back and seeing what other people are doing, and it's for the hardcore race fan. There's kind of a bit of a game of watching what people are doing and what's working best out on the circuit.
Do they try and keep it secret then from peering eyes right up until right before the race?
There is a case of that, but I guess the teams are kind of watching their own squadron riders and quite concentrated on their own race performance. Yeah.
Okay, and on a day like today where it's blistering hot, really, what kind of tyre would you be using on a bike?
Yes, this does make a massive difference. When the temperature's up to sort of 20 degrees odd, you need to go for a harder compound tyre, so you get the durability over the course of the whole race itself. Particularly somewhere like Thruxton, where they're touching 200 mile an hour, and it's a very abrasive, bumpy surface, so it's really going through a lot of tyres, and durability is an issue.
Right, so that makes a difference in the quality of the surface.
Yeah, massive difference. I think this track hasn't been resurfaced as much as some of the others, and it's a very old circuit and over 3 miles long, so it does make a hell of a difference.
There's a lot of factors to consider then when choosing.
There is, yeah, and generally in every team there'll be a sort of a tyre coordinator, and they'll come over here and they'll try and work out during the course of the day. That's why practice is so important. If they all turned up and really went straight into a race environment, there's so many more factors for them to think about.
Yeah. So these are the 3 different tyres that they're going to use, Harley. Can you tell us a little bit about each one?
Yeah, sure. These are for the superbike class themselves. They are a full slick, which is obviously what they'll be running this weekend, ranging to a full wet tyre when there's standing water, and in an intermediate situation, which is the ones that the riders really dislike, you've got what they call an intermediate. So it's groove centre, it's still got slick contact patches on the side, but still deep grooves rather than a fully grooved tyre. I think this weekend we'll just be thinking about the slicks.
Running a team is an expensive business, but British Superbikes really is an event for enthusiasts, as we found out when chatting with another Suzuki team, Miss Suzuki. A great bunch of guys who were still looking for a sponsor when we met them, and nearly didn't have their rider Dave, thanks to the volcano.
So we're down with Miss Suzuki in the Evo village. Miss have only just got into this championship by the skin of their teeth. I didn't think you were going to make it, Mike.
No, I didn't either at one point, but when we lost a big sponsor, we weren't going to do anything, and then we just thought, what the hell, let's give it a go and show people what we can do, and maybe we'll attract some more support that way.
So a 5th and a 4th round 1 at Brands Hatch?
Yeah, we're really pleased with that. In a way, we thought we could have done better, but we had a few problems earlier on in the weekend, but we got those sorted and happy to come away intact and learnt a lot. We literally had the Motec on board the day before we left to come down here, so we're still learning.
But you're doing well because you've got your rider on in pole position essentially for the Evo series this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just clicked with the bike. Good experienced riders, giving useful feedback and allowing us to just really make some good progress.
So, perfect opportunity for sponsors to come on board?
Absolutely. We've got a large white section on the side of the fairing, and yeah, any sponsors, whether it's small or big, help out.
And just how tough is it to run a team when you haven't got a major sponsor?
Oh, it's an absolute nightmare. I got through. We got this far by sort of selling pretty much every bike bit we had lying around, and to get to Alton and survive Alton, we're pretty much selling everything else. So we had this as a basic sort of superbike before we decided on the Evo class. So we're taking the engine out of that, we're selling the engine, we're selling old wheels and forks and everything else we can. But hopefully someone will see what we can do and imagine what we do with a proper amount of money.
Well, you're still smiling, Mike. It's great to see. Good luck for the race, and we'll try and catch up with you a bit later.
Okay, that'd be great. Thanks a lot.
Great, cheers. So the Miss Suzuki rider is Dave Anthony. Dave, I understand the volcanic ash cloud nearly did for you.
It did. As far as I'm aware, they were telling us we were the last flight to land coming into Heathrow on Thursday, so very lucky to be here, that's for sure.
And what do you think of Thruxton race circuit?
I actually like it. A lot of people say it's bumpy, it's not very good, but it really suits me. I really like it.
But it's bloody fast, no?
It is quick, but I've done a lot of racing in America, and a lot of tracks are really quick there, so it's kind of what I'm used to. I really like it out here.
So about an hour to go to race 1, so good luck.
Thank you.
We'll catch up with you after the first race.
All right, thanks. Hopefully we have a good result.
Good luck.
Thanks.
The Evo class, for many, is the exciting part of the British Superbike race. We picked up with another Suzuki Evo team before race 1, AIM Suzuki.
The team's a very established BSB team, and that they've won BSB races and multiple Supersport races, so they know what they're doing round here. They're more road-based though, so the Northwest, the TT and the Ulster Grand Prix is our main objective, and that's what we want aiming for. But we want some good bike time. We're using this as good bike setup time, and we're here to win just as much as anyone else though.
So Gary, can you talk us through the bike a little bit, please?
Yeah, definitely. This is a GSX-R 1000, and now it differs from the standard road bike that you'll have. You've got your Superbike forks, brakes and lightweight wheels, which all help to make the bike steer and let you go a bit quicker. On this side, the chassis has got to be totally standard. For the Evo class, which is what we're trying to promote at the minute, we've got the Evo dash, and there's a Motec box under there which limits what you can do with the bike in the way of like the traction control, wheelie control and launch control. So it cuts out what these teams have been doing where they're buying expensive bikes with electronics and buying championships. So makes it a more level playing field. So
is it a huge difference between the Evo bikes and the others?
Yeah, the Superbikes. Yeah, there is a fairly big difference, but it's not what you can see any big difference. Like it's what the customer can't see and the public. So that's the idea, to keep the spectacle there, but drive the budgets down and try and keep the lap times reasonable. But you can't live with a full Superbike with what they've got on the electronics package. They don't spend hundreds of thousands of pounds for nothing to go around there. So
and ultimately that makes a big difference, I guess, in your time.
Yeah, it's hard to keep with them, but the good thing is these bikes spin a lot, so the spectacle goes up, and when the good lads on the good Superbikes will still perform on an Evo bike, so it's in leagues different. So I think the series is going to go this way in a couple of years, and I think that is the way forward. Like.
Really? Okay, interesting. All right, thank you very much, Gary.
Okay, mate. Cheers then.